I'm from Japan, living in Singapore for 7 years, and today it's serious. シンガポールで一番うまい回転寿司を本気で決めます。Before filming this, I asked my Instagram followers, who are mostly Singaporean, which conveyor belt sushi is the best. The results were clear. Sushiro dominating the poll. But as a Jippun lang, do I agree? To find out, today I'm trying top 3. Genki Sushi, Sushiro, and Sushi Express. 厳しい評価基準でナンバーワンを決めます。Let's see if Singaporeans are right. To win today, the sushi must have number 1, freshness and fish quality. So it cannot be chow chow. 2, excellent rice quality. Temperature, texture, seasoning. If the rice is bad, everything fails. 3, value for money. 4, menu variety and consistency. Can they do basic nigiri well? And do they have something unique? And lastly, authentic sushi feel. まずはおなじみのこのお店です。Alright, first stop, Sushi Express. Well, to be exact, it's Sushi Plus, which is their upgraded version. Sushi Express is often considered the budget king and one of the OG revolving sushi chains in Singapore. The brand started in Taipei in 1996 and entered Singapore in 2011. 日本人としてここが人気なのが最初ちょっとびっくりしました。だって日本にないですからね。Alright, let's go inside. Alright, first impression is clean. It doesn't feel wrong or weird just because it's not from Japan. でもよく見るとなんかよくわかんないの結構流れてますね。なんだあれ? And what I immediately like is that tea is free. Yay! This is a huge plus because a lot will charge for this. そうなんです。シンガポールでお茶はお金かかるんです、通常。I can take from here or order from their menu. To keep it fair, I'll order the same 5 sushi category at each shop. Salmon, tuna, one of the gunkan, and 2 signature items. Alright, here is everything. Starting out from the salmon trio. So I only wanted this standard salmon, but they don't have it. Funny, right? So I had to order the salmon trio, dip it in the soy sauce. Cheers! Wow, that's thick cut! Really thick salmon. It tastes fresh, pure. Nothing to say. I think that was pretty perfect. The next one looks like it's seared. Yeah, not bad. And finally, the salmon gunkan. Every sushi was pretty delicious, and for $5 only, I think it's a great deal. でもお米がね、ちょっとね、なんかダメかも。Hold on, let me focus on the rice. Next up, spicy seafood gunkan. They don't specify the fish type, so I'm really eating like, I don't know why. ごめん、食べるラー油がもろ乗ってるので笑っちゃいました。But wow, I'm getting addicted to it. This is very yummy. Because the garlic is crispy and it's aromatic. It's not too spicy. Oh, you know, like when you eat sushi overseas, like it's eye-opening for Japanese like me because you can't really find a combination like that in Japan. But the rice, yeah, I was focusing on the rice. It's a bit hard and crumbly. It's not the typical, moist, chewy rice that I'm expecting at a sushi place. Okay, next, maguro. So this one, they also didn't have the nigiri form. I don't know why. So I got the sashimi. In Japan, maguro is a staple. Everybody orders this at a kaiten sushi place. So let's see if it's nice or not. Cheers. Honestly, a bit mushy, but the flavor is good. Okay, last 2, I ordered the signature. I asked the staff what they recommend, and they gave me the jumbo scallop sushi wrap and seared beef sushi. Honestly, the sushi wrap, the presentation is beautiful, and it's only $4 for this. I see the scallop is, it's pretty jumbo, and they even seared it and topped some ikura. Dip it in the soy sauce. Cheers. The scallop is so fat that it's almost meaty. And finally, this extraordinarily long seared beef sushi. I think it's not too bad for the price. Although I wished it was a bit more tender, but it's not tough. Wait, that's everything. How much was the bill? Let's find out. Sure.
Total between the $5.50.
Okay, so the bill was $25. I would say that's pretty good price for Singapore standard. Freshness, I would rate it around 3 out of 5. Variety, 3 out of 5. Authenticity, 2. overall I would rate it 3 out of 5. And that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed it because the value is good. And I think that's the biggest pro of Sushi Express, value. And I bet Sushi Express knows that too. They're not really known for quality, but value. And I appreciate that. Current ranking is #1 Sushi Express. But what will happen to the ranking after I try the next one? And next up, Genki Sushi, second place in the Instagram poll. So this is a very popular chain from Japan, founded in 1979 and expanded internationally, including Singapore in the early 1990s. Now there are over 20 outlets island-wide. So why is it so popular among Singaporeans? Let's find out.
You want for one tap?
Yeah, just one.
I saw you as a YouTuber.
Oh yeah, I'm a YouTuber. Hi, nice to meet you. Alright, Genki Sushi. So this is a chain from Japan, but it's not that popular in Jippun. So another culture shock in Singapore, I come here and I see so many of Genki Sushi. And I just noticed nothing is revolving here. Mine is 2,000 points. Alright, let's order. Oh, Genki has chutoro and otoro. Now we're talking because they didn't have it at Sushi Express. They have maguro, but it's much more expensive than Sushi Express. $290 for one. Wow. They have natto. That will give them additional 2,000 points. And unlike Sushi Express, tea costs money here. But I was able to order a cup for free. So technically I can get free hot water. I hope this is legal, or maybe it's a known Genki hack. Alright, so here is everything I got. Let's start from the salmon, 3 flavors. I got it for $4.80, which is similar pricing compared to Sushi Express. Wow, it's so amazing how it's so different. Okay, hands on, the rice is, I prefer it much more here compared to the previous one. Firm, but also chewy, moist, and the vinegar is stronger. The salmon quality is pretty similar, but the previous one was a bit too cold for my liking. And the temperature of the fish is actually very important when you're eating sushi. You don't want it to be too warm or too cold. It should be human skin temperature. Next one I believe is mayonnaise. Melt in my mouth. They torch it really well, and the mayonnaise is not too strong. Next is mentaiko. Oh, that's good. Very heavy and substantial. Okay, let's go on to the next plate. This is the maguro. So this is pretty expensive. It's $2.90. At Sushi Express, the sashimi quantity was huge, and it was only like $5. But I assume the quality would be higher for this. The portion is good though. It's pretty big. The maguro itself is okay for me, but again they nailed the rice. And I want to emphasize more on the temperature. The temperature is good, it's not too cold. I want to talk about this because in Singapore I noticed that even if you go to like high-end sushi places, sometimes the fish is too cold. で、sushiって一体感が大事なんですよね。このシャリと魚、寿司として一つの料理として楽しめる。Alright, for the gukkan I got the ikura. This costs $5.60, so it's not cheap, but this is premium ingredient. It's already marinated with soy sauce, so you don't need to dip. Cheers. Oh, that's nice. I love how it has a poppy, snappy texture. Some revolving sushi places, it's too soft. Then I have this creamy, rich burst of ikura flavor. I would say that's Japan quality. Alright, for the 2 signatures, I got the maze soba and engawa. Oh, I'm so enthusiastic about engawa. A lot of people don't know what it is. It's actually flatfish, but it's not just anyhow flatfish. It's the flatfish. What do you call this part? I know I look very weird right now. It's the fins. And you know how they swim, right? They swim like this. So the fin very muscular, very tender. It's the best part. And they made it into a sushi. I always order this when I come to Genki. Cheers. See? Just melts in your mouth. It's unbelievable. Watch. Wow. This is the A5 Wagyu of the sea. It melts in your mouth and it's full of flavor. An absolute must. I would usually order much more at Genki because the variety is pretty good. I mean, the maguro, they have the normal one, chutoro, otoro, they have squid, they have octopus, they have pretty much everything. And finally, I'm trying their maze soba. You might be wondering, why did I order maze soba? It's because number 1 is the signature, and number 2, Revolving Sushi is not just about sushi, it's also about these fun side dishes. So the price is $5.90. I see egg, imitation crab, and duck meat, and it smells smells pretty good. It's my first time eating maze soba at Genki. Cheers. Hold on. I'm surprised because the quality is quite high for Revolving Sushi. The noodles is al dente. The sauce is quite one-dimensional, but I like the black pepper, appetizing and aromatic. And I love how they put a lot of protein, you know, in the duck. It's good. This is nice because I was about to get tired of sushi already. Good to change your palate. ごちそうさまでした。Alright, so the price was $25.90, only slightly higher than Sushi Express, but don't forget I didn't order tea, so if I had ordered that, the bill would be close to $30, which is significantly more than the previous restaurant. Overall, I will rate it 4 out of 5. I don't know, I always enjoy eating at Genki Sushi. It tastes pretty authentic, and there are some localized sushi, but they executed it pretty well. The price isn't that cheap, but I think the quality justifies it. My favorite is the Engawa, hands down, and the ikura was very nice too. Alright, let's overlay the current ranking. Dadang! Genki is the current winner, but we haven't tried the Revolving Sushi champion yet, and this might change everything. Why am I making it so dramatic with Victoria's Secret behind me? According to my viewers, this is the best. So Sushiro is one of the most popular kaiten sushi chains from Japan, and they only came to Singapore in 2019. And my viewers already voted #1. And sorry about the line dance. Hey, I forgot to say, it seems like Sushiro also doesn't really revolve the sushi, so we're gonna order from here. Well, I can really tell this is like the most authentic just by looking at the menu. And the variety is quite huge, huh? I had this impression that Sushiro is more on the premium side, but I think the price is pretty similar to Genki, but of course more expensive than Sushi Express. And check it out, they have limited time special, and these are very affordable, $190. Wow. Okay, finished ordering, and I think I have to talk about the cleanliness. Like everything is so neatly placed, it's not greasy, there's no like random sauces, and also the ambience. It feels like we're at Japan. Check this out. However, they gave me this when I entered, and you know, I always don't know if it costs money or not. I know even if it costs money, it's only gonna be like 50 cents, but these add up, so I want to know beforehand. Am I being too cheap? What would you guys do? Let me know in the comments. But for now, today I will use it. Right, here is everything. Starting out from salmon belly, $2.30. So what's unique, they also have the normal salmon, but that costs the same amount. So of course I got the belly, which should taste better. Again, Singaporeans voted this as the #1. The moment of truth. Cheers. Naruhodo ne. That's pretty perfect. The rice is not that vinegary, but the texture, spot on. It's on the firm side, but it doesn't mean it's not moist. It's also chewy. Oh, the rice is great. Next up, tuna. Tastes very clean, pure. But the tuna is a bit too cold. But I mean, we're not eating at a high-end sushi place, so I'm not really complaining. It's just something I have to point out because at Genki, they nailed the temperature. But the maguro is really good. It has a nice sticky texture. For the gunkan, I got the spicy kaisen. Kaisen means seafood in Japanese, and I see tuna and yellowtail, I believe. And we ordered something like this at Sushi Express, the first restaurant. So let's see how it compares. Cheers. It's so different. 日本人としてこっちの方が馴染み深い. You can see they don't put much chili, but it's just the fragrance, and they add sesame oil. That's why it's so aromatic. They don't make it too spicy because I'm sure they want you to taste the flavor of the fish. Wow, that's good. I prefer Sushiro's version. But again, Sushi Express is from Taiwan, so maybe people there prefer their version, which use plenty of crispy deep fried garlic. Alright, so for the two signatures, I got their double hot red shrimp for $2.30, and this one's interesting. It's a mountain. It's Mount Kaisen. Okay, let me try the prawn first. I don't know if hua has anything to do with the prawn. Oh, that's nice. Sweet, extremely plump, so much flavor to it. And finally, the Mount Kaisen. It seems like this is their seasonal limited menu. It's expensive, but this is pretty big. And they put lots of stuff. Over the rice, I see shiso leaf, egg, minced tuna, crab meat, huge piece of salmon, and ikura. The problem is I don't even know how to properly eat this. I think one bite cannot, you know. If I one bite this, I think I will lose subscribers because I will look like a monster. Okay, I'll just grab the chunk and dip it in the soy sauce. Cheers! Oh, I love that. 味のベースはネギトロなんですけど but then you have the salmon roll, the crab, the egg, the shiso. It's as if I'm eating a kaisen don because there's so much flavor and layers. It definitely tastes like a mini kaisen don. And let me try the salmon here. I think it's a different cut. It's delicious. Okay, I finished everything. Honestly, I'm pretty impressed. But the question is, where will it rank? Let's get the bill. Alright, before the rating, let's talk money. How much did it cost? Drum roll, 1930. It's so affordable. Why? Oh, it's because I didn't really order the expensive items, but I'm very satisfied. Everything felt very premium despite me mainly ordering the cheap one. Overall, I will give Sushiro 4.5. And today we have the ranking complete. This is the ranking and Sushiro is number 1. Yay! My recommendation is the seafood mountain. That was pretty delicious. The salmon, the maguro, the prawn was good. Yeah, really enjoyed it and I'm glad they are staying authentic. They provide delicious sushi even in Singapore. So yeah, my ranking actually matches Singaporeans ranking. Singaporeans, you actually know your sushi. If you disagree, comment your number 1. And if this video does well, I might do another one. I'll test the next tier, which is like sushi tei, itacho, and maybe omakase. I also did a similar video on the ramen concept, so if you want to know my favorite ramen, watch it from here. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, guys. Jippun nanda. Goodbye.